Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the welterweight bout between Andre Fialho versus Miguel Baeza. So how's this one right here? Baeza's or Baeza. I'm gonna say Baeza. Sometimes it's Baeza, sometimes it's Baeza. You say potato, I say patata. But yeah. If anybody want to correct me, help me with that in the comment section. Like I said, I'm kind of confused. I'm on the fence. But yeah. How I feel. Let me see. How do I feel and how I feel about this fight right here is Baeza coming off with a knockout loss or TKO loss, whatever you want to call it. Got dropped. Ref got pulled off of him. It wasn't like he went fully stiff, so that's not a KO, but TKO, whatever case may be. He got concussed in his last fight. But coming back here, Fialho I feel like definitely has the power. Definitely feel like he has the skills, but my issue with Fialho, my issue with Fialho and ultimately why I'm leaning Baeza in this one or Baeza in this one is I feel like he has the power. I feel like he has the skills. I don't like his output. Like, yeah, I do not like his output in this one, or not in this one, but in general. I feel like when he does connect, you see it. When he's not connecting, it's like throw some more punches, move those feet. Like I don't feel like it's necessarily like he got slow hands or he just got bad cardio or he just very timid or got Woodley syndrome or the case. He don't. He definitely don't more than Woodley. He does more than 4 punches to fight. He probably do like 40, 50, 60. You give him a 3 round fight. But he's like I said, he's not a guy out there doing 100 strikes or 70, 80, probably on average, probably like 40. So he's not really active with his punches, but still doing more than Willie in a 5 round fight. So a 3 round fight, he'll average 40. In a 5 round fight, Willie will average like 20. So he better than Willie, at least as far as output. It's no knock, it's just the truth. But yeah. But I feel like his biggest issue, even with the fight with Vic, like, got a shot worn. Vic got knocked all these times, and it's, pretty much just being fed to some minor league, and he knocked him out. But even against the Vic fight, he had Vic almost coming close with some of these spinning kicks to the dome and stuff. Had Vic outlanding him and stuff. Like, he was just very much waiting. I know it's different levels of waiting. Some people wait. It's like you're not really hitting them clean. They just kind of like just nerfing every single thing you throw at them. Like they right at range, but like or seemingly at range, but you can't touch them. And they just waiting for you. They just walking down until they get their shots and they like chew you down systematically. It's low. That's like what people think they're doing. That's not what he's doing. He might think he's doing that, but that's not what he's doing. Like you see people like maybe even Canelo, somebody that's a whole different. That's like whole different universe, different galaxy, different time period, different dimension comparison skill. But I'm saying that's just like somebody that does that. Like they'll slowly, gradually just walk you down, be in range, pick that shot. Like they're catching your shots on the guard and then ripping you back to the body, and maybe bringing up top every now and then, peppering you with the jab, letting you eat, like throw some punches back, but they catch it on the glove or they rolling with it. They constantly face. But that's not what he's doing. Like he's literally getting out struck. Like in the last fight, he got struck like what 146 to like 40 or 60, or it was something crazy like that. So he's just out there getting tagged up. He's not out there just avoiding shots or doing effective defense. He's getting hit. Is what I'm saying. And his hands aren't slow. I feel like his feet are slow. And his stance is kind of ugly. So his stance is kind of ugly. It doesn't really work with covering the distance fast or, having fast feet. It makes you slow, flat footed, and it's, eating shots that you should not be eating or more than you should be eating. So you kind of rely on a knockout, especially against better guys. Against the lower guys, you can knock them out because, like, they're just not that good. You probably can't even count them because they're slower. They're less tactical, bigger gaps and stuff. But you find a pretty decent guy that's pretty solid enough or at least got basic fundamentals. They're working behind them. And with your feet slow like that and flat like that, you're gonna be end up eating a lot of punches. And that's why I don't like Fialho. Well, I'm not saying Baez is such a phenomenal striker, but he has pretty decent fundamentals when he wants to use them. He's a longer, bigger guy. I feel like he's a better wrestler. And I feel like he'll at least let his hands go. He'll work behind that jab. And Fialho again will be looking for that big shot. I feel like he'll probably get close a couple times. He'll probably land some good shots, but I feel like Baez should be able to bite on the mouthpiece, recover, maybe go for a takedown, get his senses back, and continue to go on his bike or continue to fight at the end of his reach. And I feel like it's gonna be that hard to hit Fialho, or it's not gonna be that hard to put a volume on Fialho. And again, Fialho, you're really banking on almost a finish or maybe a drop, at least 2 in a round. So he's still the of limited output. But I can't really trust a guy that's not like no phenomenal knockout artist. Not like he has a track record of actually knocking out decent guys. Most guys that he knocked out are bums. So I can see if he was knocking out some decent guys. Like, oh, this guy gonna knock him out. But yeah, it's either like he catching him with some big shots, was able to steal the rounds with limited output, or he gets a finish. And I'm not really liking out of those options until I see him actually be able to come through. So he gotta show me. And until he shows me, I can't really lean to money, with Baez in this one. I feel like his output is better. I feel like his fundamentals are better. and he'll use them better. And I think he'll use that height and that reach. I think he has faster feet. And I think he's a better wrestler. And I think that wrestling could at least be his get out of jail free card at times in this fight, and it's allow him to get back on his bike and continue to outstrike Andre Fialho in this one. So in this fight, I got Miguel Baeza. I'm gonna say Baeza for the prediction. So in this fight, I got Miguel Baeza via decision.